Hello, my name's Joe, and in this course I'm going to take you through how to create photogrammetry models for films, TV and games. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe and hit that bell for more videos, and don't forget to check out my website 3dassetlibrary.com for Unreal and Unity engine assets. Also, if you find this helpful, please check out my Patreon below for exclusive content relating to photogrammetry game. So now that we've set our masks up on our images, what we want to do now is align all of these images. I've decided to just continue this process rather than copy and paste the video for this one. Just continue it because I've stumbled across a problem that I want to show you a solution for that can happen regularly depending on how you process your images, etc. And I just want to run you through this to obviously help you solve any issues along the way. So what we do is the usual process. Right-click process, ignore the fact that there's two chunks here. The reason I've left one chunk up there is to speed up the processing time for the videos. So what we'll do is right-click on your chunk, process, align photos. We'll set this to high, estimated, make sure that's ticked, and these are the settings down in the advanced tab, and we'll press OK. So we'll wait for this to process, and I will join you once this is done. And now we've aligned our images, and as you can see here, we've run into an issue where we're getting two boots, essentially, one going through the other. Now, I think what this is this is just my opinion, I'm not sure if it's 100% accurate, is that we've tried to generate a hang on, let me just get the right name for it, a high accuracy alignment, but what it's done is it's picked up the two separate masks that we've created. So we created one mask with the tripod high and one mask with the tripod low, and it's created those image sets as two separate boots because it's tried to align them as high as many points as possible. So what we want to do is that most of the time the highest accuracy setting works, but some of the time what we need to do is go to process, align photos, and then set it to medium. So what we'll do there is we'll set that to medium. We'll make sure that the reset current alignment is set, and we'll leave it at that. We'll process this, and then I'll join you when it's done. So as you can see here, where we edited to medium, we've now got the boot aligned. So if we move around, for the minute, ignore all this white stuff. If we move around, we've got the bottom of the boot, we've got all sides of the boot, and it seems a pretty good coverage in dots and everything. And we've got the top of the shoelaces, etc. As you can see here, it's even caught some of the inside of the boot, so that's handy. So what we'll do here is we'll move to the next video where we'll talk about removing the points and cleaning this up. So in our previous video, we aligned our cameras, we ran into an issue, I showed you how to solve that issue, and now we've got our scan of our boot. So we'll move on to the next bit. So what we'll do now is we'll go right-click on chunk, process, optimize cameras. Okay, so this is just going to go through and move some of the points in a little bit. You saw around the foot there, it moved to better positions. Now what we're going to do is also clean up some of these stragglers that we don't need. So we'll look down on this and we'll grab our marquee select tool here, and we'll just select some of these points. Always remember that anything inside the square is the only things that's getting processed. Anything outside of it gets ignored by the software, but I just like to do it anyway because it's a bit just like to keep things as tidy as possible when doing this. So you can see here I removed a lot of the excess points. So if we go back to our mouse icon, move underneath, you can see there where the sellotape was, it's hardly picked up any points at all. So you can just see there that that's a good little trick to know, and it costs you nothing. So there we go, get rid of all of those. So this just helps stop processing unnecessary information when doing it. And there we go, so we're pretty tidy here on our boot. Haven't got many. If you want to go and get rid of, say, a bit more of this, feel free, but hopefully when we actually create a mesh from this, we'll be able to remove all these things pretty easily. So we'll attempt to do that and see what happens with our results.